Hello everyone, I am Professor Amit Jadhav. In last lecture we have seen the variable and constants and related that we have seen some programs. So in this lecture we are going to see the operators that we use in a C programming. An operator is a simple, sorry, an operator is a symbol that tells the compiler to perform specific mathematical or logical functions. So to perform some mathematical or logical functions, we use the operator like plus, minus, multiplication, division, less than, greater than, like that. C language is a rich inbuilt in operators and provides the following types of the operators. The type of operators are: first one is the arithmetic operator, second one is the relational operator, logical operator, then bitwise operator, assignment operator, and miscellaneous operator. So let's see one by one. So first one is the arithmetic operator. In that, plus, minus, multiplication, division, mod. So as we know that plus add used to add two operands for addition. Then subtraction subtracts second operand from the first. Multiplication multiplies both the operand. Divides numerator by the denominator. Mod give the remainder. For example, if B divide A and the remainder is, suppose 6 divided by 2, here the remainder is 0, it gives the remainder. Increment operator plus plus will increase the value by 1, and decrement operator will decrease the value by 1. So these are the arithmetic operator. Let's see a simple program in C to where we use all these operators. So here we open the Turbo C++, start Turbo C++. Yeah, here we find the window. Okay, initially we include the directory hash include stdio.h. Then we include one more directory hash include conio.h. Then we write void main. Okay, so here we define some number, integer a comma b comma c. Okay, so here we assign some values. A is equal to 2, b is equal to 3. So here we use equal to operator to assign some values, and we do c is equal to a plus b, and here we print the result. Printf the addition is, here we write percent %d comma c. We change its value with 12 and 3. After that we do subtraction. So here we just change its sign with subtraction, and we print the subtraction is then for multiplication we do the same procedure, just we change the sign and we print multiplication is and finally we do the division and print the result. Division is okay, and after that we compile the program and we run it. Oh, here we forget to write get ch. Now we check the output. The addition is 15, subtraction is 9, the multiplication is 36, and the division is 4. If we want the output on a new line, we just write here /n. So here we use different operator for different purpose. We use plus operator for addition, subtraction operator for subtraction, multiplication operator to multiple, and division operator for division. Here we do the mod also. C is equal to A mod P. After that we write printf /n. The mod is %d, comma C. Here we do the clear screen by CR function and we run the program. So the addition is 15, subtraction is 9, multiplication is 36, and division is 4. And we have seen some increment and decrement operator also. So here I do the increment. A is equal to A plus plus, B is equal to B plus plus. Now again we print the value of A and B on new line. The value of A is %d, A, the value of B is %d, comma B. Here we give some space. And we run the program. Here we forget to give the semicolon. So here we get the output. So value of A increased by 1 and value of B increased by 1. And we get the result. Okay. So these are the arithmetic operator. We back to our notes. So next one is the relational operator. It check the relation between two operands. So first one is equal to. What is so the difference between equal to and equal to is equal to is used to assign the value, and equal to check if the values of two operands are equal or not. If yes, then condition becomes true. Otherwise, it becomes false. So next one is the not equal to. Check if two values of two operands are equal or not. If the values are not equal, then becomes true. then greater than, check if the values of left operand is greater than the value of right operand. If yes, then becomes true. So is equal to a is equal to b. It will check whether the value of a is equal to b or not. If a not equal to b, it means the value a. It checks whether the value of a is not equal to b or not. If it is true, then it executes. If it is true, then it returns 1, otherwise it returns 0. If a greater than b, it will check whether the value of a is greater than b or not. Same for a less than b, it checks the whether the value of a is less than b or not. Then next one is the greater than equal to. It will check if the value of a is greater than or equal to b. Same for less than or equal to. It checks whether the value of a is less than or equal to b or not. Then logical operator are and, or, and not. So logical and, if the both the conditions are true, then logical and works. Okay. So here, if a is equal to no, that we have discussed. So a and b, if both the cases are true, then only it execute. If one of the condition is true, then it will not execute. Then logical or, if one of the condition is true, then it return true. And logical not, the value give the negation. For example, if the value of a is 1, it will become 0. If value of a is 1, then it will become 0. So for that we use not operator. So this you will understand when we start the statements where we use this. So let's understand the one situation. If we want to check whether the percentage is greater than 75 and percentage is less than 100, here we want to satisfy both these conditions. So at that time we use and. So this and if we want to satisfy only one condition, if percentage is greater than 75 or percentage is greater than 60, then we write the first class. So if either condition is satisfied, for that we use OR statement. Then bitwise operator are bitwise and, OR, and XOR. So here are the truth table: P, Q, P and Q, P or Q, or P XOR Q. So P's and Q's value are 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, and 1, 0. So and means multiplication. So 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1, and 1, 0 is 0. And OR is the addition. So 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 1, 1, 1 plus 1, 1, and 1 plus 0, 1. And P XOR Q. That means when the both are equal, then it's 0, otherwise 1. So 0 XOR 0, 0, 0 XOR 1 is 1, 1 XOR 1 is 0, and 1 XOR 0 is 1. So here 60 and B is 30. The binary format is like that. And if A and B, that means we do the multiplication. So here 0 into 1, 0, 0 into 0, 0, 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 1, 1, 1 into 0, 0, 1 into 0, 0, 0 into 0, 0, and 0 into 0, 0. So here is the output. So A multiply B, we get 12. Okay, and if we use or, then 1 plus 0 1 0 1 1, then 1 plus 0 1 1, and then 0 0. Same for XOR and a negation. So it like this, where it is 0 it will become 1. So 1 1 0 0 0 0 1 1. It's a negation. And XOR, if 0 1, then it's 1, 0 0, then 0, then 1 1, then it's a 0, 1 1 again 0, 1 0 1, 1 0 1, 0 0 0, and 0 0 0. So this is XOR operation. So the binary operation, sorry, bitwise operators are AND, OR, XOR, NOT, left shift, right shift. See, these are the bitwise operator. So next one is assignment operator. In assignment operator, we simply assign the value. So we have discussed the equal to. So equal to directly assign the value. So when we use equal, A equal to B, just a minute. Okay. So equal to operator, when we, if the statement is C is equal to A plus B, that means the value of A plus B assigned to C. Plus equal to C plus equal to A means C is equal to C plus A. Same for minus equal to C minus equal to A means C is equal to C minus A. Multiplication equal to, so C is equal, C multiplication equal to A means C is equal to C into A. Same for divide, divide equal to C divide equal to A means C is equal to C divide A. Mod equal to C mod equal to A means C is equal to C mod A. Left shift equal to, that means C left shift 2 is same as C is equal to C left shift 2, and same for the right shift. C is equal to right shift 2. So in last like example, so here we can check C is equal to, suppose if we write C is equal to C plus equal to A, that means C is equal to C plus A, and here we get the result. For that we have to assign some value to C. So here we get the value of C is 12 plus 0, that is 12. Let's see. Yeah, 12 plus 0, 12. And suppose the value of C is 1, then it will give 13. So here the addition is 13. That means we do the C is equal to C plus A. Same for minus C minus equal to A means C is equal to C minus A. So it will work like this. So these are the assignment operator, and equal to, XOR equal to, not equal to. Then next one is miscellaneous operator. In that size of operator gives the size of data type. Suppose the, let's see the example here. So size of integer is, here we get, so here I write printf %d comma size of a. So it gives the size of integer, that is 2, and if it is float then it is 4. Then we also use for returning the address of the variable, that we are going to discuss in a pointer chapter. Or star also is used to pointer variable. Then tertiary operator question mark and equal to, if the condition, so question mark is used for the check the condition. If the condition is true, suppose that a question mark b colon a, that means if a greater than b, then it's a, otherwise b. Then we must know about the operators precedence. So operator of precedence, it's same rule follow like a maths. So for speaks, the operator of preference is this one. For unary operator, that is plus minus. So this is the highest preference. That means the bracket, then square bracket, then arrow, plus plus, then minus minus. For unary operator, plus is first, then minus, then not, then plus plus, then type of and size bow. Multiplicative, for that multiplication is greater, then division, then mod. Additive, first plus, then minus. So it gives from how we check from. So if we write here a plus b minus c, then it first perform addition and then subtraction. Shift, the preference is like this. For relational operator, preference is like this. For bitwise and op. So these are the preference of the operator. So today we have seen the operators, the different operators and its preference. Okay. So here we end the session. If you have any difficulty regarding this, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number, or you can call me on my WhatsApp number. Okay, here we end the session. Thank you for watching.